Oana, where are you from?
Romania.
And whereabouts in Romania?
In Focșani, it's a small city, in town actually, because it's not that big.
Average population, approximate?
Really know, to be honest with you. I would have Googled that.
That's okay. Do you think, what, 100,000 or less than 100,000? Or?
Maybe even more. Maybe.
And so people, I know this all starts, this first a bit like a geography lesson. So Romania, which countries is Romania? It's Eastern Europe, but which countries is it near?
We have Hungary and Bulgaria and south and Moldova and next where I'm living to. And where I'm living to, actually we're doing good wine there. It's an area where we produce wine.
We'll get to the wine in a minute. So tell me about, when I talk about growing up, tell me about the street you grew up, the house you grew up. Paint a little picture.
It wasn't that much because I did grow up under the communists. So they just took all the houses down to build flats. So managed loads of flats because under the communism everybody has a house. So that's the way you can accommodate people in the flats.
So growing up, were you aware, did you grow up, this may sound like a stupid question, that you're under a communist regime? Or indeed, looking back, do you say, yeah, we were under a communist regime?
That's all we knew, to be honest with you. I didn't know how other regime is, because that's all you knew, and we didn't have access to the Western way of life.
Because we're now 30 years hence from the fall of the Iron Curtain, Eastern Europe, Ceausescu, etc. But were there did you feel there were limitations on your freedom, or was it simply that? Oh, you did. In what ways?
You couldn't travel abroad, just communist countries. Or if I remember, lots of German tourists used to come. We have a sea. We have the Black Sea there. They used to come by the Black Sea, and you were kind of afraid to talk to them because then security might come and ask you, how do you know them people? What are you doing with them? Why are you talking to them? This sort of stuff. It was easy for us as kids because they used to give us like sweets and chewing gums, but my dad, probably he couldn't go and talk to them. He couldn't go to the church on Easter. He wasn't allowed.
But the church existed?
Yeah, but my dad couldn't go because he was a colonel in the army. He couldn't go. He wasn't allowed. The communists, they don't believe in God. So.
And so
whether Putin pretends to be bigger believing God, but at that time we didn't.
So your father being in the army, you didn't live in army barracks or anything?
No. We just lived in a flat. Yeah.
So what did he have a job? I mean, I know he's in the army, but would he work in 9 to 5 in the army? Or?
Yes, he did. Yeah, it was the military base outside of the city. And there were like 2 of them. In one of them I could go and visit. They would let me get in. In the other one I wasn't allowed to go in.
School life. What was school like?
Very strict. Very, very strict. A lot. Not like here, quite a lot. And how can I say? Yeah, it was very strict, You could get slapped by the teacher if you don't listen, if you don't behave, and yeah.
What were your favourite subjects?
My favourite subjects are fashion.
And any often I ask this when we talk about education, any favourite teachers or teachers you felt fondly of who didn't slap you?
No, I was a good kid, so I never had problems with that. My favourite teacher, my math teacher. It was.
So didn't you go on to be good at sciences?
Yes.
So you said fashion, but you clearly were.
Yeah. I was choosing something. Yeah. No, I loved chemistry. Yeah, that was my favourite subject.
And you went on to university?
Yes.
Where was university?
Bucharest.
So, tell me about living in Bucharest, because that's the capital city.
Yes, it's capital city, yeah. My grandparents, they from there, from my dad's side. They are from Bucharest, so I did grow up there. I did my holidays there. Yeah, in Bucharest, you could have, under the communism, you could find stuff in the shops where we live, not much different, like sweets and clothing and all that. So it's beautiful, Bucharest. They call it the Little Paris. you know, Bucharest.
So you'd recommend our viewers go
Yeah.
to Bucharest?
Yeah, and we have, you know, the Parliament House, which is the biggest building in Europe. I think it was the second, I think, now. Or it's the third after the Burj Khalifa now, I don't know, something like that. It's huge, it's huge.
So which period of time, when you were at university, which period of time you're talking about?
80s, 89 till 90.
So your time at university straddled the fall of the communist
Yeah.
regimes?
Yes, yes.
What was that like?
New. It was kind of, yeah, freedom, because, like, you know, being young, you want to go, like, young as they go now, like clubbing or something like that. We didn't have that under the communists. We just do parties at our house, birthday parties, nothing like wild and wacky or something like that, you know, just a house. But after that, yeah, we started to have a social life more then, because another thing, they used to cut the electricity by 8, 9 p.m. So you couldn't go out because you didn't have electricity. So after that, yeah, we started to socialize more, going out more, restaurants, this sort of thing.
And did it feel like, inverted commas, freedom, or did it just feel like chilling out a bit more?
Chilling out and a bit freedom, because you could speak your mind up. You know, whether before you couldn't say nothing. If you wasn't happy with the way the things were, you couldn't say a word about that. You just have to hold it for yourself. So, because you don't know, the security might be around you listening, and they will.
But did it happen? I know we said we wouldn't talk about politics, but we're back into politics. Sometimes, in the fallout of a post-regime, say for example, whether it's like the Nazi regimes, is who were the big? Sometimes when Ceausescu goes, but the supporters didn't. Were there people in your street or people in university thinking, "I thought they were big fans"? Was there any of that going on?
There still are some, even now. There's still some fans of Ceausescu, because they think, oh, now we have so many debts, whether the Ceausescu, we had zero debts and all that. There's still some nostalgic of the communist times.
Because there was certainty. I mean, we just mentioned off camera about North Korea. People
Yeah.
went back. There may be poverty, destitution and dictatorship, but there was certainty.
Yeah,
You know, was there an element of that?
I think so, yeah. I think, yeah, there's still some, even then, I can't remember. I think people were happy then, because, you know, finally we had some freedom, you can go and travel. That was one of the things. Couldn't go and travel.
So when was the first time you travelled?
The first time when I traveled, after I finished university, I went to my aunt in Italy. She lives there. So that was my...
What was that like?
I love Italy. It's beautiful. And they like us, you know, we're Latins. So we're very similar with the Italians. Yeah.
And that's interesting you say that as well. When you can talk about Celts, Scandinavian, Nordic, and
Yeah.
but people from Romania, Latin
we're
temperament.
Latins. Yes, yeah, we are Latins, yeah. I mean, if I can understand Italians when they talk, they can understand us because it's so similar, the language, or even the Spanish. Yeah.
Because was that the thing with the countries from Estonia all the way down to Albania? This country seen under the Soviet Empire.
Yeah.
Well, totally, you know, and even go to Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. Totally different countries, totally different cultures, and so
Yeah.
that only came out really a lot post 1990, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, we do. We are a Latin country. We used to be Catholics, but then when the Russians came in, we became Orthodox, like them. So this changes in history, you know. But at the origins, we're Latins.
We'll go a bit lighter. If people from Marlow thought, I'd like to go to Rome, or we mentioned Bucharest, but there are other parts of Romania, so people I recommend.
We do have loads. We got mountains, we got sea, we got delta. You know, actually Prince Charles, he loves Romania. Like I said, yeah, he's got loads of privileges there. He loves Transylvania, that area. You know. And he's got like this houses like with no electricity. He loves that kind of old thing.
Off grid, as
Yes,
they say,
yeah, he loves that things.
And where you were when you came, you mentioned Transylvania, and when you came to Britain, did people say, ever mention Transylvania, and people go Dracula? Were you aware of that history? You're going, I beg your pardon?
Yeah, they all know about Dracula. You can't get wrong with that. Yes. Yeah, you can go and visit the castle. It's not that scary.
Good tourist industry. Yeah.
Yes.
When's the last time you were in Romania?
In 2017, I think. One year. Yeah.
And do you go back to see family, or
I
who
do
do you
go
go to see?
My mum, my brother. Yeah. She's coming here sometimes for like a little holiday. She doesn't stay long because she doesn't speak English and she gets bored. She's like, that's it, I want to go back. And my brothers come to visit, and yeah, we're gonna go this summer to see them. We haven't been in such a long time.
And what languages do you speak?
Two. Well, but like I said, I can pick up a bit Italian.
Uh-huh.
I can't speak it. I can understand, but I can't.
So the first language is
Romanian.
Romanian.
Yeah.
Is that hard? How
It
about the other
is.
way around? Is that a hard language to
It is
learn
a
unless
hard-
you're
It's
brought
very
up?
hard. The grammar is very, very hard. It's quite hard to learn that. Yeah.
So the question we ask everybody in these interviews is, where's home for you now?
Here. Here. Yeah.
And
I don't know if I will go back there. I don't know if I can. I'll go there, but then after a couple of weeks, I'm like, okay, I have to go back home. Yeah.
and your children, have they shown an interest in Romania at all?
He likes to go there on holiday by the sea. He loves by the sea because, like I said, being Latins, we have music on the beach, restaurants. It's quite lively, so he loves that bit. But then, yeah.
And do you think he may show more interest as he gets older, or he just say
I
no?
don't think so. He really loves England. He loves it. Yeah, I don't think he will.
Can you spot a Romanian if you're walking down the street or you're in a party?
Yes.
Can you spot a Romanian?
I do. Yeah.
How?
I don't know. I don't know.
You're not alone, because in these interviews, like we interviewed a group of Ghanaians, and West Ghanaian and East Ghanaian, but you don't know. You just feel that.
I don't know, probably the way that we dress up. We're very loud. You know, when we speak, people think we're arguing, but no, that's the way we speak.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably that's why. I don't know. We seem a bit, like I said, too loud. It's like, because I remember when my friend heard us. Are you arguing? I was speaking in Romanian. No, that's the way we talk. Yeah, we are a bit loud.
We have lots of interesting things to say, being from Romania.
Yeah.